Hello Cancer, Elsie here to do a reading for you, my friends. It is a reading for the week ahead, as it always is, right? Anytime I do a reading for you, Cancer, it's always for the week ahead, whenever you find it, today, tomorrow, or next year. So I'm doing two hands today, Cancer. That's what this week is. We are going to do two readings in one, and sometimes those two readings are going to be, I'll do one reading and then the second reading will just follow the first reading, and sometimes it's separate. So we'll put some cards down, find out what we've got for you here, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Cancer, please. Tell me what's coming up for Cancer. In the week ahead, welcome if you're brand new. Thank you if you're back again. I appreciate you. Tell me about Cancer. We do have the Six of Cups, Cancer. What's going on here? Got you in some nostalgic thought. Thinking about the past. Thinking about someone that you've known for a while, possibly, but it definitely is memories. We do have the Devil energy here. Some of them good, some of them bad, right? The Six of Cups. Six of Cups is, it's emotional energy, right? It's all about the emotions. And so it feels like maybe you're thinking about, maybe you can't stop thinking about the past. Yeah. We've got the Chariot here. That definitely is your energy, right, Cancer? You know what I think? I feel like you want to move forward here in your life. I feel like you want to have some sort of a victory, and you're trying to balance your emotional energy here before you move forward. But I feel like it does feel like you are dragging along with you this energy of the Six of Cups and the Devil. It feels like you do want to move forward. It feels like possibly in an emotional situation, but you're still sort of stuck to or have an attachment of these memories from the past, and not all of them are great. I think it's like a hesitation. It's like something that's holding you back here. The Devil, I feel, has got you chained to the past. That's what it feels like. We do have the King of Swords, and you've got the only sword that can get you out of this. You've got to be honest with yourself and face this head on. You really need to sort out your thoughts as it pertains to relationships and friendships and nostalgic memories of the past. I feel like you're trying to live in the present, but you're actually living in the past energy. You know the people I'm talking about, the ones who never change their clothes, they never update their look. They're wearing the hair from the 80s. Their heyday was back there, so that's all they talk about. They only listen to music from the 70s and 80s. It's like people stuck in nostalgia. So it's like being stuck in nostalgia, yeah. And it feels like it's not a good thing. I really do feel like you're struggling to move forward. That's what it feels like. You're struggling to move forward to a new day, a new situation, getting yourself together, getting your crap together, getting your energy together, your emotional energy. I really do feel you want victory and you want to move ahead, but I feel like you've got the sword in your hand here, and you're the only one that can cut away these memories, but I feel like you are stuck there. So what's the payoff? Like, why do you keep yourself stuck to those old memories? Because it feels like this Devil energy tells me that not all of them are great. Not all of them are great memories. But it's like you can't stop reliving it. And I think it does have something to do with either your family or a family, like either your family, like you and your children and your spouse if you have one, or it's about mom and dad and sister and brother. But it feels like you're stuck in the nostalgia of something here. We do have the Four of Cups. So what it feels like you're stuck in here is that it feels like rejection is what it is. You are stuck in these bad memories about rejection, and it feels like you feel like you've already found a soulmate or found somebody who has rejected you, and you can't stop thinking about it. It feels like it's almost like with the Devil and the King of Swords energy, it's like the good and the bad are fighting. It's like truth and it's like you have a warped vision of the truth, if I could say that. It feels like it's like I feel like this is really something that you need to face. Now, the King of Swords for me is a judge, magistrate, right? Somebody who's interested in the truth, the facts. I'm not going to do this. It's like head over heart. I'm not going to do it with my emotions involved. It's that energy, but it's also psychologist, psychiatry to me. And so it feels like you might need to speak with someone who's going to help you sort out your thoughts. But it does really feel like the devil has you chained to the past. And I feel like you're really struggling to move forward here. And I feel like what you can't get over is some sort of a rejection. Somebody rejected you, or maybe it's multiple times, I don't know, but it feels like it's something like that. That there is some sort of, it's like you have this feeling of what, I want to move forward, but I'm struggling because every relationship I've been in, I've either been rejected or it ended up being toxic, or this person ended up having bad thoughts about me, or I had bad thoughts about them. Like it just didn't end up breaking up in a way that was kind. Why is the devil here? 8 of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. And the 4 of Swords. I feel like you're really struggling to get stability of the mind. Stability is the Queen of Pentacles, right? The 4 of Swords is the healing. I feel like you're really struggling to get stability so you can finally cut away these things from the past. The Queen of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like you possibly were working on something or putting in your effort or sort of looking over the situation. Like you were confident that something was going to heal itself. And it didn't. It feels like the devil got involved and it got to be obsessive thinking. And I feel like this is almost like where you get derailed. It feels like maybe you have a connection to the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Maybe it's a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We got Cancer energy here as well. Take it as it resonates. Scorpio energy here as well. So it feels like there is somebody here that you're connected to. And this person, I feel, was giving you a lot of stability. I feel like this person was willing to work on it and you were confident that we were going to heal the situation and move forward. But it feels like here that that what cropped up was the feelings of the past. Oh, in the past, I just get screwed. In the past, I get cut away. In the past, you know what I mean? Like it feels like you allowed whatever happened in the past to crash and burn whatever was about to open up in your favor in the present here. Tell me about the Chariot, because I think that you have decided that you do want something that is stable, but it feels like you struggle to bring your feelings to the surface. Tell me about this. So that's it. It does feel like you do want a romantic connection. You want to make a decision finally. The universe is telling you, look, it's time. I'm calling you to make some sort of a decision about what path you're taking here. And I feel as though it's like you're dealing with it in a little bit of an immature way. It feels like you don't feel like you can say something, or you don't feel like you can be honest. That when it comes to the end of a relationship, you turn into the King of Swords, but when you're in the middle of a relationship, you're the Page of Swords. It's like I feel like I can't bring my feelings to the surface. I can't say it. All I can do is watch and be quiet, and you really don't say much about how you're feeling. I feel like it's going to take some Virgo energy, right? Going over details, figuring it out, listening to the intuition. Is this what I really want? I feel like you are lonely, or you're feeling like you would love to have somebody in your life. And I feel like that's a decision that you're about to make. So there's a Queen of Cups here. So I feel this is Cancer energy, of course, but it feels like you need to make a decision about what you're doing next, because I feel like you're drowning in emotions. I feel like you want something. You want something to open. You want, we've got lotus flowers all around here, enlightenment, right? And it feels like you need to make some sort of a decision about what you're doing. There are 2 cups here, and I think that you want to fall in love, but I feel like this ruins it every time. No matter what relationship you get into, that you're stuck in the past with these toxic thoughts about this is never going to work out. Tell me about this. How do you get rid of this? We've got the 7 of Pentacles. You got to work on it with somebody who knows what they're doing, somebody who can help you change your mind. We've got the Queen of Wands. And we've got the 10 of Cups. So I feel like you get to a place where you meet somebody, you're attracted to them. I feel like there's love. I feel like there's balance and stability. I feel like things are going fine. And then all of a sudden your past creeps into the present, and there we go. It's like you get to the point where it's really happy, like you're emotionally happy. And then all of a sudden it derails because the devil and the king of swords are here. It's like a fighting energy. And then instead of you get them before they get you, I feel like you reject them. Once happiness comes, you reject that person because you're like, oh God, this feels too good. Like it almost feels like somebody here is like, when I have nothing to lose, that's when I'm comfortable. But when somebody comes into my life and I'm really attracted to them and they're very sexy and it's very desirable, we have a lot of great chemistry, so this person's working really hard in the relationship, then all of a sudden you realize now you've got something to lose, and that's when you back out. You get them before they get you, and you reject them. We've got the Temperance card. We've got the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you shut off and you shut down and then you end it. So I feel like somebody here needs to get out of the past. Just because your relationships in the past crashed and burned, it doesn't mean that the relationships that are in the present or the future are going to do that. But I feel like you really need to change your mind. And that might take a little bit of professional help to change your mind. It's like you're in a pattern where you do the same thing over and over again. And the thing is that you meet somebody, it's great. You start observing them, start watching them. You make the decision to go forward with somebody who's really kind and compassionate. You're very attracted to them. They're attracted to you. And then all of a sudden we have the crash and burn. It's like all of a sudden the past memories come back and you're like, no, I got to get back under the surface. You reject this person. You shut down, shut off, and you end the situation. Yeah. So we're going to leave it there. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. And then you get left out on the outside looking in here, trying to make a decision about what to do next. I feel like you've been thinking about maybe communicating with somebody from the past here, but I really do feel like there are some other things that you need to take care of in order to be able to get back into this person's life. We do have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles here, so there is a soulmate connection here. But it does, and we know that because of the Six of Cups here, but it does feel like this thing here is in your head, right? It's you're obsessively stuck in a place in the mind, and so I feel like that needs to be figured out before you're going to be able to move any further here. We do have Sagittarius energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer here. We have Virgo and Pisces, Aquarius, Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and more Capricorn energy. All right. One more hand for Cancer. Tell me about Cancer. One more hand for Cancer, please. Cancer, if you're interested in a private read, please look below this video. Pinned to the top of the comments is all the information you'll need if you would like to book a private reading based on your own energy. It's more reasonable than you think. Take the link over there. All my pricing and packages are there. Tell me about Cancer. What else do we need to know about Cancer, please? Tell me about Cancer. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Strength card. And we have the King of Pentacles. I feel like you want to begin something new here, but you're holding back a little bit. It feels like you're holding back from happiness or excitement. It's like you're passing up happiness and excitement here. You're holding back because it's in favor of stability. That stability is your thing. The Ace of Swords tells me that you want to open up a new conversation about something, maybe about courage, about strength, maybe about money. Tell me more about this. We've got the Three of Cups. Page of Swords, and the Four of Coins. I want to say somebody here should really watch their money. Watch your spending, I want to say. We do have the Page of Swords is observant here with the King of Pentacles. I want to say watch your money. Be courageous enough to pass up on things that are not for you. You're supposed to keep your money in the bank. The Four of Pentacles tells me you're not supposed to share. You're just supposed to be miserly with whatever money that you are making. It feels like you're supposed to be saving money right now, so don't be spending all kinds of money. I feel like you're about to get some sort of an invitation. It feels like somebody is about to invite you somewhere or ask you to their home, or there's a celebration here. The Three of Cups is celebratory energy. We're drinking, we're eating, we're having fun. I'm with the people that I know. It feels like somebody is going to be communicating some sort of happy thing to you, a celebratory thing that maybe they want you to come to a birthday party, or we're celebrating this, celebrating that. That's what it feels like. I don't know if you're going to accept the invitation. It feels like you are feeling a little bit shut down, shut off. Now, if the thing is going to cost a lot of money, I think for sure you might say no, because you're trying to watch your finances here. But I feel like it feels like that's not the real reason. If you say no, that's not the real reason. I feel like the real reason is that you're holding back for some reason. The Ace of Swords is about truth. It's about honesty, triumph, right? A big idea, an aha moment. And so I think the big idea here is that somebody is wanting to invite you somewhere, to their home, out with friends, maybe out in a group of people. Tell me about the Strength card. Got the Emperor. We've got the Knight of Swords. And we've got the Nine of Wands. So you're not really feeling like socializing. I want to say that it feels like that you're I'm going to say you're regular. When you don't want to go somewhere, you'll probably tell people you have to work. I have to work. Sorry, I've got to work. I feel like that's the excuse with the Emperor here being here with the Knight of Swords. It feels like, your friends are trying to push you into a place where they want to get you to meet other people, or they want to include you in their excitement or their celebration. And I feel like you use the excuse of, I've got to work. I'm really tired. I've been working a lot. The Nine of Wands is here. But I think what the truth is that you're the wounded warrior and you don't really feel like socializing. That's what it feels like here, that you're tired of trying to play nice in people's faces. Like, small talk maybe isn't for you. That you are a person who's more of an observer than a talker. And unless you have fire in the rising, it might be really hard for you to be in a group of people. If you've got a lot of water in the chart, maybe triple water, then you would be a person who doesn't go into a lot of social situations because other people's energy sticks to you. I think that the biggest thing that's on your mind right now is really watching your money, keeping your stability. I want to say that you hold back a lot because of that. It feels like you're supposed to be saving money for something here. Tell me why the Four of Pentacles is here. Page of Cups in the reverse. Nine of Pentacles. I think you're wanting to make some sort of a major purchase. That's what it feels like here. Yeah, it feels like with the Page of Cups in the reverse, it feels like you want to bring some sort of balance into the situation. And I think the balance has to do with your Pentacle world. So whether that is your job, your money, your house, your children, whatever it is, I feel like that you don't want to get, that maybe you don't want to get in an unhealthy relationship with your money. That's what it feels like. Yeah, that's what it feels like here. It's with the Nine of Coins, it's like you don't really have a net. It's like you're the one who's running the whole show. So whether you have a business or you're somebody who works for somebody else, I feel like you don't have a backup plan. You don't have a person who's contributing to the household income. I feel like it's all on your shoulders. We can see that the Ace of Coins is on this person's shoulders here. And I feel like you're not looking for a long-term relationship at this time, and maybe these people, this group of people, they might be people who are trying to set you up with somebody. Maybe they're trying to set you up for dating or something like that. But with the Page of Cups in the reverse, it feels like you're not interested in that. So I feel like you might get an invitation, but I don't know that you're going to take it. Tell me what the invitation is about, please. Somebody's going to call you, speak with you, and ask you to do something, go somewhere. We do have the Six of Wands. It's a celebration about somebody who's either come back home or has won something, or maybe someone has been through a real struggle, and we're going to celebrate now that they're crossing the finish line, and that there's you know, this person's struggles are over. We have the Nine of Cups. And we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So yeah, it's all about celebration. So it's going to be a night of drinking and fun and food and all of that stuff, because it feels like they want you to help them celebrate somebody, or maybe they want to celebrate you. You could be the one who's come back home. You could be the one who's maybe moved back to town. But it feels like if it's you, that maybe you are in a place of the King of Pentacles. Maybe you've succeeded in balancing something in your life. It could be that as well. The Queen of Swords is in the reverse, and I feel like I just want to say the Queen of Swords in the reverse with the Nine of Cups is everyone else is celebrating, but it almost feels like it's like you don't want to go because you don't want to be the Debbie Downer. You don't want to be the person, like maybe you're just not in the kind of socialite kind of energy. Because the Queen of Swords is in the reverse is somebody who's hard on other people. They might be disagreeable, or somebody who might put a fly in the ointment. Like somebody will say, oh, everything's going great for me. And you'll say, yeah, well, what about that big debt you have? Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like you're not, and I don't think that you'd ever do that. I'm just saying, Cancer, that I feel like with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, that you're not feeling kind enough to be in a group of people, that they're going to, you know, there's going to be drinks flowing and food and celebration and excitement, and we're celebrating a victory, and you're like, no, I don't think I want to go. I don't think I want to go because I feel like somebody here is trying to fix you up with somebody. That's what it feels like. Your hesitation is here. It feels like somebody's going to try and fix you up with something, fix you up with someone else, and I think that you're not into it here. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. What are you into here? Got the Death card. You could have lost your job, or maybe there is something that is changing here that is causing you to be really careful with your finances here, a transformation, or maybe you're trying to transform your finances. Maybe you're trying to heal the finances with the Four of Swords here, bring things back into balance here with the Libra energy, because I feel like that's your biggest worry here. Are these people trying to fix you up with somebody? It feels like that, Cancer. Are they trying to fix you up here? Is that why you don't want to go? Priestess, the High Priestess. Five of Coins and the Empress. They are trying to fix you up with somebody. That's what it is here. So, yeah, it feels like I want to say that you have been disconnected from somebody that they know. This is a group of friends that you know that knows the Empress, and I feel like they're trying to get you back into the fold. That's what it feels like here. But I think that you already know it, that this particular group of people, it does feel like that there is somebody here who is trying to introduce you maybe to a Libra or a Taurus, but we do have the Emperor and the Empress here. So it's almost like I want to say that every once in a while someone comes along that matches the energy of the Emperor, and it's not very often. So if you are the Emperor, you've got all the things, you're carrying the mortgage, you've got a business, all of that stuff, that it's not very often that the Emperor will come across an Empress. Somebody who's done all the work themselves and also has their own business, is very balanced, very creative, maybe has their own children. And I feel like this is somebody that you either haven't met yet. Yeah, it feels like it's somebody that you haven't met yet. This might be a new person, actually, because the Five of Coins is here. But it feels like you already know, your intuition is telling you they're going to try and set me up with somebody. I don't think you're into a long-term relationship, so I feel like you're going to say no. We have the Six of Swords. You're just going to move on from here. And the Tower is here. Why? Tower is here with the Three of Wands. You're going to regret it if you don't go. I think you're going to regret saying no if you don't go, because the Tower's here with the Three of Wands. Why didn't I say yes? Why did I move on? Why didn't I say yes? So, I mean, it's totally up to you, right? But there's a realization here that I moved on, or that the realization is that I had the invite. I had it right here. I could have gone and met the Empress, but I didn't. I moved on. I think you're going to, I think it's confusing, but I feel like some of you are going to make a decision to go because the Judgment card is here with the Two of Cups, and you're like, yeah, I want to meet the Empress. But the others of you, I feel like you're confused about how you feel about love. Like, it feels like with this here, you're not interested in a long-term relationship or investing anywhere. It feels like you're good on your own. I want to say that you're on your own path of trying to stabilize your finances. That is going to turn for you, by the way. So if you're having trouble with the finances, or you're feeling stuck for money, I don't think it's going to be much longer before that turns for you, because we do have the transformational energy here, which tells me your finances are healing even though you're worrying about it. So for some of you, I think you're going to move along and regret it. And for others of you, I think you're going to take the invitation. There we we go. We've got the Eight of Pentacles here. And the Knight of Cups. Yes, somebody here has got their eye on romance. I'm going over all the details. Do I want it? Do I not want it? It feels like if you want it, it's yours, because you are the Emperor. It's like all you're going to have to do is walk into the room. This person is your perfect match, right? King of Cups, you're keeping all of your feelings under the surface here. The Ace of Cups is there. So if you want it, look, if you want it, it's there. And it's totally up to you. I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you, Cancer. I'm going to be back because I'm always back. Love you guys, and I'm up for now. Bye-bye.